Well, alrighty then. Black Myth Wukong is out. I feel like it's been like 2 years since we saw the trailer with like the White Wolf boss fight and all that. I've been kind of looking forward to this one for a while. In no small part because there's just so many furry designs. So that'll be interesting. Little terrified to start a game based on Journey to the West because I still haven't gotten around to reading it. And part of that is, every time I look at it, it looks like it's one of the longest stories ever. So as somebody who says that games have been getting a bit long lately, I could do with some trimming. Maybe abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Hi. Friends? You know they're huge when you move this much and they don't appear to change in size.
My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound. All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me. To obey and serve once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is... you bastards killing my kind!
Oh, his voice acting is kind of weird. Puppy? Puppy? Oh.
Stay back! Stupid dog! Mark this. He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit. A monkey was made Buddha once. None other than me can challenge him to a duel. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless.
Hang on a minute.
How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us?
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good, I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two? Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below, those above, and that black mutt of yours. Come at me, all of you.
Hi. He's tall. Oh, I don't do damage for shit. Just gonna mash X for a while and see how that works out for me. Oh, that's probably bad. I am mostly just mashing X. Oh my god, the heavy attack is a very long attack. That can backfire. Bit of a damage sponge. I almost said bullet sponge. Hi.
The victorious fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all realms and beings have ruined themselves.
Every line is written so strangely. That's what I'm currently fixating on. I can't tell if they're doing a thing exactly, or if it's just really, really strangely localized. Wait, do I even have a health bar? Oh, I don't, do I? Oh, I see. I think that was a perfect dodge, because I like blinked out of existence. I do hope the game steps it up a bit after, like, this is a tutorial type thing that you're meant to just blow through. But it gets a little I'm already a little tired of just mashing X and barely interacting.
The Celestial Court welcomed you, foul monkey, yet you remain untamed. None shall save you now.
Dear brother, your edge needs honing. Good. I was in need of a back scratcher.
Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Do I have a run button? Oop. Ooh, what's this? I'm not sure. Oh, I can get rock hard? Oh. Oh, that's what it does. Ooh. Do I just make a bunch of copies? Oh, that's bad for you, isn't it? There's just a whole bunch of them. This is nonsense. Mobilize? Nope. Nope. Haha. You can just freeze him. When two weapons fight each other in midair and they're not being held by people, I always wonder what their goals are, since there's no person to strike. It comes up a lot and stuff. But I'm like, what do they do? What's the stick versus the sword? What are they fighting for?
Foul monkey! Taste my axe!
He dodged under it, but it was gonna miss him already. So he needlessly went under its path.
Rat! You call that a duel? The glare up here is dazzling. Fight me in the woods if you have the guts.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but cumbersome he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust.
It's time to come back, but with all our powers gone. I've played a video game before.
This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it. Unbegotten, undying, such is the nature of a stone monkey. Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the 6 senses of the great sage. Yet no one has ever seen them, not in centuries. I'm old now. Venture through all the lands I cannot. Yet among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics. And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuaguo, he may yet rise again.
Or I'll just be the protagonist instead. We don't need him. Chapter 1: Black Cloud, Red Fire. I thought we'd get reincarnated without our powers and have to start over, but which actually might have happened. But I think we're playing as that one guy that looks serious in the cutscene.
Nowhere better than a home. We cheat death and ever grow. Huh? Here, you see what bliss my fate shows.
Luck's around the corner. Seems like he just fell from a fruit tree here.
Perfect timing. This peach knew I needed a snack.
Yeah, right, buddy?
You sneaky rascal! Dare to fool me? I'll make sure you regret it!
Oh no, I almost tricked a fox into eating me whole. Bye-bye.
No matter how many times you come around, you're still as mischievous as ever, eh?
Oh, click left stick is around. There we go. Found it. Oh, also right bumper, apparently. Oh, we have gathering. Hello? Hi? Nope. You should telegraph your attacks even more next time. Doing that boss fight and then being introduced to, like, tutorial enemies is very funny. Hello. They look neat. Charged heavy attack. Hold to charge and build up focus. Hold heavy attack to charge, charging up cost stamina, but quickly builds up focus. Ow. Okay. That guy's better at telegraphing himself a bit less. Portraits updated. Wolf stalwart. Oh, it's a wolf. Neither sky cares, nor earth will hold. By liquor's laugh, bold spirits unfold. In drunken dreams, a cosmos wide, wake with worries, cast aside. Where was the revelry for the minor guys who patrolled the mountain paths? Their delight not granted, but taken in human guise, thieving sustenance from unsuspecting townsfolk. The charade proved fleeting, for the villagers grew wise to their deceit, and the guys oft caught mid-bite were met with the town's rugged justice, deterring their mischief. Why to expand? Oh, there's more. Oh god, it scrolls so fast. Unnecessarily. Among them was a wolf guai, with a penchant for drink, who, on a day of indolence, lay beneath an ancient tree. Suddenly, an elder wolf, cloaked in feathers of a crane, appeared to him, saying, "Why forsake your patrol for idleness?" The wolf guai sighed. "I long for drink, but the townsfolk see through me. I am left to quench my thirst only in my dreams." The elder chuckled as he whispered a secret. "Seek the shrine, conceal yourself behind the curtains, and the sacred spirit's liquor shall be yours to drink." Then, with a shift of form, he vanished. Wavering in doubt, the wolf guai transformed and hurried to the town's shrine. There, veiled behind curtains, a sacred effigy stood. Its origins unknown, the altar laden with delectable offerings and fine spirits. As advised, he nestled himself beneath the curtains, between the curtains, indulging in the liquor until his belches betrayed him to the gathering crowd in the shrine. Trapped between the curtains, the wolf guai listened as a voice rang out. "The wine jar I offered is empty. Our tributes were received." A chorus of prayers erupted, beseeching favor from the immortals. From that day forth, folks from miles around flocked to the shrine, affording the demon endless drink. But as days passed, the once delightful treat turned bitter, and those prayers, be them piteous or greedy, weighed heavily upon him with helplessness. One day, unable to endure the bitterness any longer, the wolf guai burst from behind the curtains, hoisting the jar and smashing it on the altar amidst the screams of onlookers. With a deafening crash, he suddenly awoke beneath the tree. No shrine, no incense, no crowd around. With a tired sigh, he took up his axe and set off to patrol the mountains once more. He had a dream about this indulgence, this overall freedom from what he was having to put up with, and then got more than what he asked for, basically. Self-advance? Wait. $127 and 57. Oh goodness. Smash stance, pillar stance, and thrust stance, and then whole skill tree is there. This game has 200 upgrades. Okay, there's clearly going to be more later then, because I can go between these two things. We have stamina, martial arts, and survival. Then 3 stances. And they require sparks, which we have none of. Hello? Come on over. What can go wrong? You should step closer. I dare you. Good idea. A tiny piece of gold. All right. What is this?
Oh, what you waiting for? Pluck your hair and make an offer. Hey, wait! I, the keeper of Black Wind Mountain, have long been waiting for your arrival. Ah, his spitting image.
I'm afraid of your head.
Say. Up ahead is Guanyin Temple. Once it was bustling with worshippers, before it was ruined by that fire. Then the temple was rebuilt. What good is it to rebuild a temple if the goodwill of men has been burnt to ashes? You've forgotten this place, but they haven't forgotten you. That's a tough one. Good luck to you.
Sir, is your head a potato? If it is, you have to tell me. Rest, travel, leave. Okay. Fully restores the conditions of punches your gourd. Enemies will also respawn. Travel to oh, that's just where I am in the Forest of Wolves. Gotcha. We have a bonfire system? Given that there's rest spots that make your all the enemies respawn. Familiar. Are you gonna awoo? Are you gonna awoo? See how it works for you? Ow. Charge up was a bit longer than I was hoping. You're far away though. You will regret this. Oh no! They get marked as seen the moment you highlight them. Oh, I hate when it works that way, because then how do you look through them all carefully? Lesser Yaguai, Wolf Scout. Immaculate skills, the wolf's lone aim. No price too high, his heart aflame. Yet wayward efforts brought no gain. A futile vision, all in vain. Among the wolf guais there was a young one, ambitious and always seeking rapid progress on the path of Tao. However, his time spent practicing was short, and his skills remained shallow. He couldn't yet grasp the deeper techniques of his clan, leaving him impatient. One day, during his routine patrol, he carried a cask of fine wine. As he passed the mountain gate, he encountered the gatekeeper, Bullguard, who had a weakness for liquor. Eager to learn, the young wolf shared the wine with Bullguard and seized the opportunity to inquire about secret techniques. Partaken in the wine, feeling compelled, Bullguard taught him a few tricks. Rejoicing, the young wolf hurried home to practice. 2 months passed, and having found little benefit in those teachings, he contemplated giving up. Recalling his previous success in bartering wine for knowledge, he retrieved a small golden statue and approached the snake patroller. Persuaded by gold, the greedy creature shared some techniques with him. Back at home, the young wolf practiced as instructed. Another month passed, yet his gains remained minimal. Undeterred, he repeated his tactics with other guais, exchanging valuables for teachings. Over time, he visited everyone on the mountain, amassing a repertoire of techniques. Yet despite practicing one today and another the next, he made no progress. Eventually, the compassionate elder offered guidance. Yet the young wolf, conversely, started lecturing the kind old wolf with his strange mastery, leaving him speechless. From that point on, no one in the clan was willing to teach him. Started lecturing with this strange mastery? I feel like the language is a little hard to follow at the end there, where everything else was straightforward up till then. It almost sounds like he was so exposed to teachings that he became too verbose in his own kind of way, and then no one else to deal with him. Why are things glowing down here? Can I go down here? Oh, hi. Ah! Oh, Kenku. Oh, I thought he was gonna be. Oh, I thought he was gonna die in that time. Oh, I have a heal. Gotcha. This is one of those games that likes to hit you with tutorial messages in the middle of a fight and hope you're reading the far corner of the screen in the middle of a more serious event. So I died, but they didn't respawn. You do appallingly little damage by default. Just feels good to charge up a big bad thing and go for that instead. So at least something, they take some damage. The Crow Diviner. He knows the world's fate through divination, yet cannot secure his own salvation. In what he thought was a place of peace, fate's tangled threads never cease. It is said that the crows gathered in temples, having listened to sutras and teachings every day, developed a spiritual nature and could predict fortune and misfortune. Thus, some fortune tellers who called themselves crow diviners liked to set up stalls in front of temples, using crows to pick fortune sticks for divination. They always lit sandalwood incense, which symbolizes the temple, at their stalls, and claimed that their crows were spiritually enlightened ones from the temple. One such crow diviner had a crow he had raised from a chick, which could communicate with him using specially made fortune sticks. Every day, he sent the crow to various parts of the city to observe people's lives. When clients came to seek fortunes, he would use the fortune sticks to inquire about information from the crows. He mixed this information with his own understanding of human affairs, weaving prophecies that were half true, which often managed to deceive. One day, an official came seeking a fortune, offering a large sum of money. The crow diviner told him that his official career would be prosperous and that he would reach a high position. Unexpectedly, the official not only failed to get promoted that year, but was demoted instead. Enraged, the official brought his household servants to demand an explanation. The crow diviner used the information gathered by the crows to explain that the official had not spent enough money on temple renovation, which magically convinced him. The official, deeply believing in his abilities, even introduced the crow diviner to his colleagues. The crow diviner amassed a considerable fortune through this, but he knew too many secrets of the officials and feared for his life. He decided to change his career. One day he attempted to drive all the crows away, but they refused to leave. The crow diviner tried various means to get rid of them, but the crows, unable to endure his mistreats any longer, attacked and pecked him to death. Afterwards, the crows transformed into human forms, donned the attire of fortune tellers, and continued to sell fortunes around the temple, deceiving people as the crow diviner had done. He unleashed them upon us all. Let's make a sense of this. Stamina. Master the arts of sprinting and dodging while conserving stamina to maintain agility in combat. Only with sufficient stamina can one truly excel and revel in battle. Martial arts. Master the art of the staff spin to fortify defense. Light attack to lay a solid foundation for advanced skills. Armed with abilities to fend off foes and strike with force, one can easily subdue Yaoguais encountered. They'll say awakened, I think indicating that just the fact that I have these trees, whereas there's other ones I don't yet. But we can't look at them to see them not say awakened. Survival. Master the arts of physical strengthening to enhance survival, performance, and attribute limits. Strong limbs and a robust body are essential for a safe journey. Each talent level moderately increases maximum health. Stamina. Staff spin. A projectile deflecting ability that you can walk while you're using it. Light attack starter? I don't really know what these words mean to begin with, necessarily. I guess when you open a combo with a light attack, it does a gap close, and that's what that's built around. Reduces the stamina of dodging and sprinting. Smashed. Oh, it's over here. So these things on the left here are not in the tree. Oop. There's these things too. These let you increase your number of focus points, but at a huge cost. 3, 10, and then 20 ability points just for one. Let's see. Smash. This is standalone. Each level slightly increases health recovery from healing using a focus point. Okay, so focus points are what we use to heal using our gourd, I assume, unless it's a separate healing system. The heavy attack of the smash stance, capable of charging while moving around in battle, is heavily versatile and the best choice for engaging in tactical combats. Given how the smash apparently works, like there's usually a big cost to charging up an attack in other games, because when you charge up attacks, you're stuck in one place and using up a bunch of stamina and so on. It seems like you're able to like walk around in this game. You're just kind of concentrating power in your staff, which takes time, but you're not having to actually like rear up and do a big overhead two-handed swing with a big weapon the way that you might in Souls games. Like, it's a very different sort of system. You can sprint while charging. Okay, I see. Performing heavy attack during light attack combo with focus point consumed allows Destined One to execute Resolute Strike. During Resolute Strike, the Destined One can see through the incoming enemy attacks and nullify their damage. Enemies that have been seen through are easier to stagger. Seen through. Trying to look at the preview. It looks like he essentially parries the attack. Like he nullifies the attack by overcoming it somehow. Seen through. They throw a lot of terminology at you. Pillar stance, you have to be level 5 to even get this one. Okay, so cannot awaken. You have to be level 5 and 20 to even access these things. So it's gonna be a bit. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know exactly how this works. It'd be interesting to see if I can figure out how it works. Do you charge it up? Or just tap it? Let's see if I can figure this one out. It's our starting point. I died because a mushroom was shiny. There's just kind of a smattering of discrete items everywhere. Jade Lotus. Ah, what are you? Ew, what are you? Oh, it's a frog. Ow. Bad news. Wait, am I taking poison damage? Yes. Inventory. Incense Trail Talisman. Immediately freeze the soul from body, guide it back to last keeper. Okay, that's like a... Yep, that's a classic. Oh, okay, the triggers take me here. Some crafting and resources. A bit of health. Medicines. Okay. These can be used to make medicines, but how do I make a medicine? Because I could use one right now, actually. I could use one right now really badly. Pretty please. One medicine, please. That's not great news. Help, I'm covered in green. Oh, there's two of them. Let's try healing. Am I good? Good job. You got me. Okay, so these guys are not ready for my shit. There's really low consequence for death so far as I can tell. I don't think I even lost experience. And the enemies didn't respawn, so I basically just had to run back to where I died. This poison is not wearing off, is it? Oh? What did I just gather? That didn't really answer my question. The Skanda of form. Man shrinks at odor but smiles at beauty, which is only natural. Once hidden inside the Buddha's head, this treasure has a secret yet to be revealed. It's an Uzumaki tonsil stone. I have no idea what it is. I guess they're indicating that I'll find out what it means later. Okay, I guess I can't go here. Weird invisible wall? Like a really weird invisible wall. I guess this is where it went. Oh? Oh, the Bullguard. You were mentioned in the other thing. Did you teach the wolf well? Okay, I can heal a bit. Okay, so I have a fair bit of gourd then. Ow. Boop. They got better. So charging up, can I dodge? And is it still charged up afterwards? No, I lose it. Ow. Bad reaction. Ow, that hit me. You doing alright, buddy? You like that? Oh! Wait, is this fake? Okay, this is a fake fight. Gotcha.
It's been a while, but the immobilize spell still works like a charm. Since you hail from Mount Huaguo, it won't hurt to teach you a handy trick. Now, here we go. Give me your hand.
Immobilize. A simple hand gesture that can bind an enemy in place. Okie dokie.
There you go. Should you come across any miscreants, just point your finger at them and release this spell. You'll be able to hold them in place while giving yourself a breather. Sadly, mine is but a humble trick. Its power will wear off within a few short moments. Though it's good enough against boneheads like this one. Anyway, just consider it an ace up your sleeve. No! The young boys these days know no manners. Fear not. Teach them a lesson with your news.
Oh, you're still talking. Hi. I got terrible news for you. How you feeling? Oh, I gotta be careful with my stamina, right? Yep. You can do so much stuff continuously without running out of stamina that it's almost startling when you actually do run out. You're like, oh, right. I was supposed to manage that in some way. Who's a big bullet sponge enemy? Alright. I'll advance. Oh, I thought I said I got like multiple more levels, but it looks like I just have one. I thought I saw the number 3 in some context. Try this one out. Sprint around. A Yaogwai chief. Bullguard. Majestic of height, he looms with might, in heavy armor, ready to fight. His eyes a fearsome, vacant lot, a sage or fool, we know not. Being the gatekeeper of the mountain was a thankless task indeed. For more than a century, Bullguard stood watch, never once climbing the ranks. Yet he voiced no grievances, for his devotion to the king was his sole concern, and the king's pills his only desire. He treasured those pills within a lacquered box of pearwood, lined with silk. Each time he partook of them, he performed a ritual, a process of cleansing, rinsing, and offering incense to the universe, thanking it for its gifts. Many a lesser Gwai had tasted the king's rewards, but none with such reverence as Bullguard. One day a curious Gwai inquired, How do you maintain such vigor despite the toils of this job? With earnest simplicity, the Bullguard replied, It is the king's pill that fuels me. Take more, and you shall be as I am. The Guai confessed, We've partaken in our share, yet felt nothing. Mayhaps the king's gifts to you are finer. Bullguard was aghast. From the same hand we are served, how could there be a mine and yours? The Guai, still skeptical, insisted on an exchange of pills. Soon after, the Guai felt no change, while Bullguard remained as robust as ever. Some say, a fool's luck, but perhaps it isn't a lack of wit that's compensated, but the power drawn from blind devotion. I'll get caught up on these a little bit. They're coming in a little too fast. I'm still behind by like 2 more wolves and another frog, but the total that it says isn't that high, so I imagine it will just slow down when we start fighting new enemies for a bit. Level up to gain sparks and awaken more abilities and spells. Sparks will not be lost upon resurrection. Okay. So I tell you how to level up now for the first time. It is the moment where you'd be guaranteed to have a level because you beat the boss. Hi there. Drop your weapon and blah 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 blah. He's dead. It is funny being able to one-shot every enemy in this area. Oh, that's not a resource, that's a man. Gonna be honest, kind of doing it to yourself. I'm not even attacking you guys, so technically. You just see a poor little monkey man running around, you like, well, I gotta kill him. He's here. Oh, frog again. No! No more frogging. Okay, they die very quickly at least. Oh, right, they explode into poison. Okay, this time it didn't fill the meter up at least. Did they create a... Oh, they create a cloud. It's kind of hard to see. So I probably messed up and just stood in it for too long last time. Let's see, so how do you refill your gourd? Is it only when you get to another checkpoint? Or go back to one? Got a fire.
Your face looks familiar.
It's the last one you'll ever see. Blah, blah, blah. Game looks pretty alright considering I immediately turned down the graphics by a fair amount because the game has a benchmark feature that lets you see how it's going to run, and it was not running well at all. I was like, oh damn. Not maintaining a 60. We'll see about that. Somewhat dubiously, the benchmark doesn't feature any combat or crowds of enemies that much, which seems like seems ill-advised. I feel like they should show something more intense during the benchmark so you can see how those will perform. Seeing the game not hit 60, just scrolling down the river, which I think is the same river I just played through, was not a good sign, so I definitely turned things down a bit immediately. You are floating, sir. I guess that might be one of your tricks. Yay, a spark. I was wondering if it was just going to be a hangout moment or if we get things from it. Mysticism spells. Versatile, ingenious mysticisms enabling maximum adaptability. Immobilize. So we start with immobilize. Cooldown is 50 seconds, cost 50 points, I guess. Is that focus points or something? A control spell that, with just a gesture of the finger, can bind the enemy in place. More powerful foes may break free sooner, thus caution is advised. To ensure this spell will not be interrupted during intense combat, cast it when the opponent is exhausted, staggered, or downed. That's interesting advice. Crash. Each talent level moderately increases damage dealt to immobilized creatures. Hitting an immobilized enemy with light attack slightly extends the duration of the next immobilization inflicted on them. So not the current one. Can stack 5 times. By how much though? It just says slightly. Just gotta hope it's really cool and definitely worth having. Alright. Moderately increased more damage against the target seems like an obvious go-to for this kind of thing. We'll see what kind of depth they get out of that ability, because it is immediately an ability. It's like, hey, opt out of the fight for a while, and then getting damage bonuses for them being in that state. It implies it basically being recommended that I just like opt out of fighting, just dodge around, get the ability back, then hit them with it again, and then while it's active, do all my real damage potentially. Reignite the sparks? Okay, that's good to know. So you can just change your mind. Just on the fly. Interesting. I don't know how much will do the sprinting thing, so let's go ahead and just double up on that for now. And I do need to figure out resolute counterflow. So do a heavy attack during a light combo. And if I time it right, it'll counter my enemy's attack. I need to actually practice that because I didn't do it. We have a store. Oh, heals poison. Okay, so this is this other currency, is it's our money. A lot of things that can be used to make medicine, some things for crafting a bit. Okay, yep, resting refills your gourd.
Hey, wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you?
Yeah, it's easy.
It's not that simple. Let me transform you into a golden cicada, so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed. Fly! It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon.
I am become much easier to kill.
In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form may help you explore. Very wary. This form does not last forever.
Wonder if there's anything left inside.
Just follow my voice. Now,
Leave them
off
be.
you go.
One misstep, Lord Lingxuzi might make a meal out of us. You might not know, but a shapeshifter is on his way here. The master told of it.
Shapeshifter's on his way here. The wolf guys look cool.
That rusted monk is roaming again. Rest won't come easy tonight.
Oh. Mr. Largehead? Huh. Oh. Uh-oh. I think he found me. I think he found me. I think he found me. Everything's fine. Oh boy. Oh, my stamina. Uh-oh. Does it fly at me? Oh, is he doing it again? Ow. Ow. Okay. Those are a lot of just giant explosions that I need to now deal with. Hello, normal enemies. I have terrible news. You are in fact not boss fights. Attacking somebody as immobilized just makes their next immobilization last longer. It's interesting. I'm not sure what focus points are yet and how you consume them. So it's unclear how to deal with that. We can moderately increase our maximum health. That might be something to worth looking into. Or are those focus points? There's kind of something coming at him in that cutscene. Not the cutscene, the preview video. Hi. Ow. Ow. Ah. What happened there? What did I even hit him with? I'm goofing up a bit. I'm trying to figure out exactly the vibe of how mid-combo heavies even work. So it just doesn't always activate at all. You have to charge it up first? No, you can't use lights once the heavy's charged. So it's different. I think you maybe can't do a mid-combo heavy without an enemy, which makes practicing a little harder too. Evil repelling. Okay, I thought I got another spark, but I guess I didn't. There's a lot of interface stuff just kind of coming at you. Oh! Okay. Okay, so left trigger is the staff spin. And there's the big scary baby thing.
How dare you interrupt my meditation?
Oh. That appears to be another even more serious boss fight 5 seconds after the one I just died against. So I, in fact, need to get my shit together. I don't know what that was weird. I pressed dodge and I did a big jumping attack when I hit dodge. Still trying to piece together what's going on with some of my actions overall. Friend? No, it's another bird, isn't it?
When you're down, there'll be no more toil.
Got him. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going. I mean, that, like, I'm trying to check out side areas, but it kind of feels like this might just be the main area. I can't tell if the other two fights that I saw earlier are just optional or something. It's a little hard to parse. Ow, 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 water no. I'm really having trouble triggering my mid-combo heavy attacks that I'm supposed to be able to do. Which, if it doesn't reliably happen, then I really don't know how to ever do that parry reliably. Which makes it not feel like a reliable mechanic, because I can't figure out how to even do the attack, let alone time the parry. It's weird to have to say, but like I can't seem to just do the basic idea of doing some light attacks and then doing a heavy attack in the middle of those light attacks. Bit weird. Not sure what's going on there. Have to be fairly higher level for this other stuff. We've unlocked Pillar Stance at level 5. Switching to Pillar Stance allows the Destined One to support himself with a staff and ascend to its top by holding heavy attack, avoiding ground attacks in the process. The more focus points he builds, the higher he perches. If the staff is hit by an enemy while perching, stamina will be consumed to maintain balance. What? Oh, it's Y. Oh. Okay, so stamina's going down continuously. But, okay, it eventually went a little higher, but not that much higher. I take it that's kind of like a charge up. But you use stamina relatively quickly while it's in that state, so it's going to be hard to reach the heightened state if there's a single enemy around. Oh! Well, I didn't do shit. See if I can get my stat up. Okay, the higher version still isn't very strong. Unless this thing just has a lot of health. Nope, that does more damage. Oh, I let my stamina run out. And I'm out of healing. Who's a terrifying plant creature? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Bit of a labyrinth of a game, isn't it? Okay. It's not really like super easy to immediately scan what the paths around you even are, and it's a pretty dense environment. It's gonna be hard to tell where I have and haven't been, I think. Does this wrap around to the same waterfall area? Okay, this maybe clarifies how optional this area was then. So I found an alternate entrance into it. Okay. I was afraid to go further in that direction because I thought it might take me to a whole new zone or something. But going that way immediately wrapped back around to the same place. You'll probably want to fight the big baby thing because it seems optional. And then after that, check out the guy with the crazy weapon. I don't know what to make of the fact that you get levels based on killing enemies, but that unlocks entire new skill trees and really important stuff. And then you just keep respawning every time you die to just potentially just go get some more anyway. So if I grind it, I could just have a bunch of skill trees unlocked really early, seemingly, if that's how the whole thing works. Whereas you'd kind of expect the trees and new abilities to be more like level and location based in when they unlock. It's him again. I sure am. I'd prefer not to respawn every single enemy, but I definitely need to get my heals back before I fight that thing. It's just not gonna work out. Oh, this guy's chunky. Ow. Okay, so I think one of the big heavy looking attacks that I keep doing is actually just the end of my light attack combo. The big jump attack I did, I got there only by hitting X a lot. So I was still hitting the normal light attack button. And all that happened. So that's a surprise. Set spells, so you can have different spells, but only 4 of them equipped. You can only set spells and reignite the sparks in the self-advance menu. You can't actually self-advance. You have to go to the self-advance menu and your pause menu to self-advance. That's a little bit funny that you can't self-advance in the self-advance menu. Alright, so ideally I get through these fights without taking any hits. Double kill. Not a bad start. Let's get more of that health up. We'll see how moderate is. Killer stance seems kind of absurd. I don't know if I comprehend what its usefulness is yet, and I maybe should just go in all in on health real quick for now. I guess reignites the sparks. Flame. I guess reignite the sparks technically lets you spend points there, so it's functionally the same thing as an advanced menu. Bit rude that they didn't actually give me the health that I just got from it. Are these focus points? You know, these are will. So the green things that come at you are money. They don't like heal you or anything. These guys are relatively unresponsive enough that it feels like you're almost incentivized to just cheese them so that they never get a hit in. Angie baby. Out. Okay, nope. Nope. Ah, Jesus. This thing's a little obnoxious, isn't it? Jeez. Maybe the fight's a bit optional for a reason. That's insane. The way that it just explodes the entire surrounding area. I assume you have to dodge through each of those, I guess? I think those after images I leave are basically from perfect dodges. God damn. Ah, what's the damage from? Out of stamina, which is bad. This is how I die. Oh, that's not a kick, it's a punch. Damn it. Not sure what the smart way of fighting this thing is. I don't think I have a ton of tools quite yet. Yeah, I keep trying to use heavy attacks in the middle of my combos and it never fires off. It just won't work. It's like, I think we just don't agree on what those words mean. Which is a bit of a tough place to be. The idea of peppering in a heavy attack every now and then in your light attack combo is a super old concept that's in a billion games. But it doesn't seem to work that way in this game, so I'm not sure how it works. Ow. Oh god, the big one. I can't always tell when it's the big one or not. That's delayed. Ow. God, it's really punishing. Alright. Oh, I shouldn't have I did too much. Oh goddamn, it's gonna explode! Ah! It's so spammy with those attacks. Ah, fuck. This fight's feeling a little bit insane. Meanwhile, the skill tree is like, would you like to sprint for cheaper? And I'm like, it's not quite. I'd be worried about right now. So this makes me take less damage for a fixed amount of time, but then if I run out of it, we're screwed. Just heals 1/3 of max health. I think this might just be my drink. Like it's just my Estus flask essentially. I keep leveling up from all the killing on the way here, but I think it functionally just gives me skills, but not stats, I think. Unfortunate. I'm mixing up my run versus heal buttons. Left bumper feels like a weird heal button, admittedly. Unfortunate. Ow. I have to play perfectly right now. Or not. No, bad dodge. We're so close. How do my attacks work? Just my normal attack strings, like, don't make sense to me. Know how. Combat. Perfect dodge. Press B the instant enemy attacks to do perfect dodge. Builds up more focus. What's focus? Focus points are built throughout hits, charging, and perfect dodges. Can be spent all at once with a heavy attack. So you can only attack with focus, with heavy attack, okay? Dealing more damage at the expense of more focus points. So you either manually charge a heavy attack, like the way I've been doing it, or you spend a focus point. I think the game just tried to throw these as a series of passive pop-ups in the corner of the screen while I was in the middle of fighting, which is just not a great way to teach people things. Yeah, I think the charged heavy attack's the only thing that was told me via an actual stop playing and read this pop-up. Varied combos cost 1 focus point. So doing a heavy attack in the middle of a light attack costs you a focus point. Everything costs stamina. And that's like more mechanic-y type stuff. Okay. Hits, charging, and perfect dodges. So this charges up that. Alright, so the bottom right meter charges up when I hold Y. Then I get a pip, and I can spend the pip. And for now, I only have 1 focus, but eventually that one side tree will let me get more focus points, which means I'll actually be able to store them up and do multiple consecutive heavies. Okay, so that's what's going on there. That's why combat feels like it makes no sense. Because heavies are not just a button you can press whenever you want. Made slightly confusing by the fact that they are a button you can press whenever you want. Because you can just do a heavy attack by charging it up. Ah. The first one's so slow and the second one's so fast. Ow. I'm used to that coming at the end of the big AoEs. Ow. Shit. That broke instantly. That's not good. That's my freeze ability and it did jack shit. I guess it's because it was during an attack. God damn it. Ah, we did so much better. That's so frustrating. No. Stamina. No! Health recovery upon consuming a focus point. So this is like bonus health throughout the fight, which actually might be a significant source of health that I'm missing out on so far. That time it did the thing where I don't take damage. Ow, what? I don't understand. I finally charged up my stun and then he didn't get stunned, really. I also took damage before the stun went off, so I was already 99% dead, so I think it made me technically get hit by the same attack twice. It's interesting that your attacks don't they cost stamina, but you seem to be able to attack normally forever. So you just lose the ability to dodge and do other reactions. Which is a terrifying trap to fall into. I do feel like I'm getting worse. Oh, come on. What? Why can I never dodge that one when it's not the other time? I see it coming, just fine. Unexpected guy, go away! This is going pretty well. I don't trust it. Oh god damn it. God damn it. No! No! Come on, man. I don't... It doesn't entirely make sense to me why things go the way they do when they do, or I'm kind of really confused by how I can go so long without stunning him. I think I went that was my best attempt so far, and I think I never knocked him over, which is weird. I even killed a bonus guy that just showed up. See, like, how do I need to, do I need to look up like a walkthrough? Not a walkthrough, like a guide on how to like do the parry? It never triggers, I don't know how it works. And the description the game gives you is useless. No! Stupid rock. Stupid fucking rock, damn it! That sucks. Got him. I think that one I did trigger the parry more times, but I couldn't tell what caused it or not. Strange. Can't absorb spirits without guidance? Was it just gonna sit here, or am I gonna lose it? What do you mean I can't absorb without guidance? This will make the response stronger. I guess I'll try to get this and see how it works out. I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's reward ourselves with a journal entry. Unless I didn't get one. Oh, this meditation spot has its own lore. The Arbor, Forest of Wolves. Oh. Or it doesn't. No. I guess it's not a portrait, technically. I can't scroll down. Well, where's my mouse? Okay. I can probably do it right. Yeah. There you go. That's how I can skip past down to the bottom without accidentally changing the other highlights. If this is the same creature. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's the mimic plant thing instead. Well, I already highlighted it. Inherent gifts and these mystical sprouts reside. Walking forth from the earth, spirits untied. Roots serve as limbs, nourishing body and mind. Beware, excessive gatherings brings hardship unkind. It was written in ancient records that consuming ginseng would bestow longevity, leading many to develop a fervent passion for devouring this precious tuber, especially aged ones. However, some scholars dismiss this notion, viewing ginseng as both a tonic and a poison. Its elevated status stemmed from its humanoid appearance, they said. Nonetheless, those who made their living by harvesting ginseng always found eager buyers. Deep within the valley, the younglings of ginseng shoots trembled with fear at the unmistakable sound of footsteps. It was the dreaded rhythm of the ginseng harvest's mountain's shoes, crushing the thick layers of decaying leaves and rocky earth. And with every eerie resonance, the siblings of the ginseng plants vanished, disappearing one by one. Only the tiniest survivors managed to evade this grim fate, their diminutive size proving a fleeting reprieve. Yet even they bore the mark of fate, a crimson thread, marking them. A mark that marks them and restraining them. Who knew when the harvesters would return, to dig them up once they grew to their full potential? Time raced by, swift and unyielding, and on that day the familiar footsteps resurfaced. With the years that had passed, it was likely the offspring of the harvesters who were generations younger than those who came before. Then, a quickened pace, a sense of anticipation. The crimson threads had surely been spotted. But oh, what ill fortune as the ginseng harvester reached for the thread, it led him to a grim sight, the entwined remains of a skeleton. A curse gathered on the tip of his tongue, but before he could spit it out, the ground behind him rumbled with a sound of scattered dirt. He turned his head. The shifting soil unleashed a monstrous creature. Towering and menacing, fear gripped the harvester, urging him to flee. His frantic screams pierced the air, shouting of man-devouring guise. The plants are evil and they eat you. So this is just floating here now and I can't interact with it? It's kind of brutal. I worked for that. And it's like you can't get it without guidance. Was I like not supposed to beat this boss yet? I guess hopefully it at least sticks around. Whoa. Uh-huh. It's like an almost perfect inversion of the lighting in the area. It kind of freaks out every time I look away from it, like it's respawning. I wasn't expecting. I thought there'd be like a chest down here, not a zone. Okay, this like keeps going. Okay, let's go back to the other one. Guy with the glaive that was like, "How dare you interrupt my slumber?" I guess maybe you were supposed to go this way to continue. I can't tell which way is the critical path. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just trying to not miss major things like boss fights and stuff. But for all I know, that guy will be like an NPC that talks to you. Maybe he teaches me how to eat that fire. I don't know, it's just floating there. It seems like I'm supposed to, like, get it. That's the one with the bow. But does he follow? Are we gonna fight?
Another monkey, I see. Why don't you lay down your weapon and join me in Buddha's mercy? What say you?
Oh, I don't think he's a friend. I don't even have my healing yet. This is gonna suck. Maybe he's easier than the last guy. Ow. Does less damage. Ow. And I'm on fire. Oh, shit. Ow. Ow. That's bad. Come here. Oh! Insufficient mana to cast. Wait, you run out of mana? There's another thing to worry about? You can run out of mana? When do you run out of mana? So I guess mana's the blue meter, and I guess that every time that I've been using my abilities, it goes down. It's never mattered yet during actual boss fights, until just now. So I guess you can go on for long enough that you'll run out. It's kind of brutal. But I should have a much better chance this time now that I have my full flask and mana. So I can use the freeze more than once. Ow. Oh, wasted that. Just just waste that altogether. That fire meter is not going down, damn. Ow. Ow. My character seems to be backing up when I use that instead of going forward, which is a little annoying. Ow. Started realizing I could pepper in these jump attacks, and the one time I used it, I'm like, that's kind of strong.
Master spoke of the Destined One.
You okay, buddy? He's not okay. Oh, he's dead. Sorry. So is he the leader of the wolves? Red tides. As the feral flurry intensifies, with each fierce thrust the flames do rise, transform into a wolf guai and inflict scorch bane on the enemy with each attack. Okay, so he was way easier. Like, way easier. Transform. Weapons and valuables cherished by Yao Guais often carry lingering obsessions from their deceased owners. Collecting them grants the ability to briefly take on their forms in combat. Each transformation has their own strengths, making them worth experimenting with. Might. Transformations continually consume might and require a full gauge to initiate. Using spells during transformation further depletes might, and once it's fully depleted, de-transformation occurs automatically. Subsequently, might will gradually recover. Okay. Need a full might gauge. Which looks like there's like smoke pointing into it. Is the might the white part of the yellow part? Nothing on the screen looks like a might gauge to me. Those are like, I feel like I have completely different meters on my screen than that one showed. That's not super helpful.
You just had to make some noise, did you? Now everyone knows you're here. When a chime so grand echoes in the forest, Yao Guais will surely be alarmed.
Yeah, I'm just annoying like that. Huh. Didn't expect that direction to be a dead end. It definitely felt like it was going to go somewhere. Alright, so I killed this guy, I got a new ability. That's the end of that. Okay, so he was much easier. Did he give me even a skill point worth of stuff? I have a spark. Transformations. Moon Roam. Each talent moderately increases the damage of the next attack after a perfect dodge. Oh. It doesn't even say that it's for... Doesn't even sound like it's related to, like, transforming. After a successful resolute strike, performing another wide heavy attack does Skyfall strike. Big ol' hit. Not entirely sure whether I'll know it's working or not. I kind of want to save up for this, this perfect dodge damage boost and see how that works out. I've been around most of this area. I don't know what the chime accomplished exactly. Claimed that it's alerting people. Otherwise, I think I'm ready to just head forward again. Although, unless I quickly find a new checkpoint, I'm gonna die very abruptly and then run through here again. Everything's just disintegrating with it around me. Oop, oop. Do I want to go down there at all? It kind of looks like fake level. Kind of like low detail environments that indicate that it's not really a playable zone. Meowdy. Oh. Ow, arrows are bad for me. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Perfect dodge. I forgot how to do it again. Let's see. Is it trigger? It's trigger. I should buy the ability to actually move while it's activated so I can actually just walk up to them. It's literally a level 1 ability. But at what cost? There is, at least on paper, a decent amount of competition for what I might want to spend things on. Why do these things explode so easily? It's so goofy how things just explode when you touch them in so many games. This is another boss fight with no recovery and no checkpoints. They're being mean about it.
Shh, keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Blackwind Guai's ally, calls itself Lingxuzi. Considering your strength, I suggest you get away while you can, little monkey.
Okay, but let me heal though. Yay! I gotta wait. Okay, that's good. Craft armor. The Pilgrim's Headband, +8 defense. If that is defense. Unique effect allows using the gourd while sprinting. Neat. Yeah, yeah, it's defense there. So I go from 10 to 18. That seems like a lot. I can definitely afford it. Alright. Oh. There's slots all throughout. Gotcha. Moderately increases sprint speed, yep. See if I can afford them all or not. Yep. So just like that, I'm all the way up to 40 defense when I had 10 before. We'll see if that's if that's super noticeable or not. You always got to kind of wonder how they calculate the stuff in each game. What are your defense points actually doing? Increases damage the next attack after a perfect dodge. I kind of want to get that. one though. We'll see if I notice it. Your damage is so low that I don't know if I can clearly notice it's doing anything most of the time. 2 more levels before I can even think about this other Evanescence. Wake me up inside. Alright. Not what you expect to hear. Burn resistance, poison resistance. Let's see, I might want to stock up on some more of these. They're 270 each. You can only get so many of them, though. That's rough. They recommend trading this, looks like. I have even more money on hand now. Oh, that's all you can sell. It's just unique items meant entirely for selling. Oh, these ones don't seem to contain stuff. Oh, those ones do. Shrines give you some will.
Once you pass that gate, there's no turning back.
Is that a point of no return warning for the level? Or is it just a be afraid because it's a big monster? Yarr. That's the basic surroundings down. Okay, what's gonna happen? Oh, he's fuzzy. Ow. He's a big boy. Ow. Oh, fucking, oh god. I'm getting comboed. Oh. He rolled over and ate shit. 2 things dogs do. How you doing? Uh-huh. Cool. Honestly, it looked like it was missing me. Ow. Miss. That sucks. He's licking the blood off his paws. What's he doing? Okay, the transformation's strong. Damn. I'm gonna die now, though. Unless I get the freeze off in time. Oh my god, I got it on my first try. Mostly to the surprise of just experimenting with the fire ability right when I was about to die.
Now that it's dead, you might as well take a good look around. A great pill the Blackwing Guai had gifted the wolf. Fire would be a deserving reward for that fight.
That was neat. Yaoguai Kings and Chiefs. Guangzhi. To prove his worth, he gave sinister advice, yet reaped the bitter fruits of his own vice. Though justice remains silent, it never sleeps, and when it strikes, no one escapes its reach. In his youth, Guangxi was not a monk, but a little wolf guai who yearned to be human. I really wish I had his transformation for the blue baby fight, because oh my god, that probably would have helped a lot, huh? He often took human shape to play in town, but the people always saw through him and chased him away. When he asked the other Yaoguais why, they explained, "You may look like them, but you don't act like them. That's why they know. If you want to learn to be human, go live among them, spend time with them and learn their ways and manners." He took this advice to heart and begged his master to grant his wish. His master, old Lingxuzi, I'm just gonna struggle with these names and you're just gonna have to accept that about me, was close to the black bear guai of the mountain. Who was close to the black bear guai of the mountain agreed. The black bear guai transformed the pup into a little monk and sent him to study under Elden Yinshi, an old friend. So isn't Lingxuzi the big wolf I just fought? So this was in a pot. It was like one of his students essentially, which makes me fighting him with that form a little bit ironic at that point. At first, the fellow monks disliked him. They played tricks on him, and he always fell for it. Slow and gullible as he was, Jinshi named him Guangxi, the Great Wisdom, hoping he would grow clever and sharp, so his fellow monks couldn't bully him. With Jingshi's care and teaching, Guangxi learned to read, write, and abide by the monastic rules. Gradually, he assimilated into their ranks. One day, two monks arrived at the temple. One had a fair, devout countenance, while the other had a face covered in fur. They possessed a wondrous treasure, the Kasaya of Eversparks. Jinshi had never seen anything like it before and longed for it desperately. Hoping to repay Jinshi's teachings and nurturing, Guangxi devised a plan to acquire it for him. Guangxi never imagined his mistake would ignite red tides of flames that engulfed the temple he called home. Afterward, Jinshi took his own life, and Lingxuzi fell to the Xinguobang. Listen, it's a lot. Even the black bear guai surrendered and was taken by Guanyin. Guangxi, I think, saw how many had suffered for his sake, and knew that he had failed utterly at being human. He shed his monk robes and retreated to the mountains, repenting with Yingshi's teachings. In his years of practice in the mountains, he forged a new weapon inspired by the raging flames he saw that night. He named it the Red Tides. Even to this day, after numerous years, he continues to hear a persistent call echoing through the mountains. Guangxi! Guangxi! Who could it be that calls him? It's tragic. So that's one of the chiefs, then there's a king, there's a whole extra tier. Big ol' wolf. They drew his butthole. Why did they insist on drawing his butthole specifically? Why, they like that. His gray fur speaks of fierce might, with blood-stained fangs that gleam in the night. Claws like soul reapers, tail swings death's song. Feigns Buddhist ways, but his bloodlust stays strong. The gray wolf Gwai of the temple was once an exile from the kingdom of Shito. When Shito was laid to ruin, the wolves opposite. All not falling apart a little bit here. When Shinto was laid to ruin, the wolves fed, following the gray wolf on a long and weary road until they found shelter under the banner of the Black Wind King. Unlike old Lingxuzi, who pursued immortality and detachment, the gray wolf cared nothing for the ways of deities and Buddha, nor the empty promises of eternal life. Instead, his heart was set on mastering strength and skill. He honed his craft with iron claws and fangs until he could strip the very flesh from the bones of his foes. When the old Lingxuzi vanished, Black Bear Gwai saw fit to elevate the gray wolf to be the new master of the wolf Gwais, giving him the name Lingxuzi and tasking him with guarding Guanyin Temple. The wolf Gwais who came with the new Lingxuzi, I'm so sorry, from the kingdom of Shinto, also rose in power and surpassed those who had served longer in the distribution of spoils and favors. The local wolf Gwais had little affection for the ways of the new Lingxuzi, and after finding themselves thrust aside, bitterness took root in their hearts. In their shared sense of grievance, they found a new unity of purpose. Often they gathered in secret, comforting each other, sharing the old memories when the old master was in power, and quietly plotting against the new one. But Lingxuzi was prepared. Under the pretense of a roll call, he gathered the local wolf Gwais in the temple and gave the signal to his loyal guards to seize the malcontents. The temple erupted into chaos. Lingxuzi then leapt down from the roof into the crowd, ready to devour all who dared to betray him. The Fireblade Wolf, hearing the commotion, rushed over and managed to hold Lingxuzi off and bought the minions time to flee to safety. When Black Wind King learned of this, he was ready to unleash the punishment upon the rebellious wolf Gwais, but the snake Gwai mediated, and peace was restored. Yet from that day forth, the local wolf Gwais refused to tread even within the shadow of the walls of Guanyin Temple. How much of a backlog do we still have back here? A little scared. The Bandit Chief. Might as well read through these now because we maybe beat the level just now, and I might go to a new region with new lore, so I gotta get caught up, I think. Taking a drink. From humble start to seek revenge's claim, paths may differ, yet burn with the same flame. In bygone days there lived a youth in the town, the son of a martial arts master. His father's fondness for drink led to a foolish act that landed the old man in jail, leaving only the youth and his mother struggling to survive. After their situation grew dire, the young man took on any work to make ends meet. The villagers praised him for caring for his mother, deeming him a dutiful son. In an unlucky year of crop failure, the mother and son set out to seek refuge with relatives. Along the way, a gang of bandits emerged, eyes fierce, faces scarred. They brandished their blades, demanding nothing but gold. The mother and son, destitute, resorted to begging for mercy, but the bandits showed no mercy and were intent on killing them. The young man, believing their death was imminent, seized the bandit's knife. With a resolute heart, he ended his own mother's life and pledged himself to the bandits, and soon he joined their ranks. News of the incident spread, and people condemned him as a coward, truly a cursed son. Years passed. One day, the entire gang of bandits was wiped out, leaving no trace. Some said a hero had come to rid the land of evil and uphold justice. Others claimed a Gwai had emerged in the mountains, bringing a long-delayed reckoning. Debates raged on, but eventually the topic faded from memory. One day, a man, covered in blood, stumbled down from the mountains, recounting an encounter with a towering bandit, neither human nor Gwai. wielding a massive blade to rob the roads. His face bore an uncanny resemblance to that cursed youth, yet he spoke of freeing humanity from its burdens. We went in the dark direction there. Oh. I don't think that the boss fight that gave me so much trouble even has an entry, actually. Croaky! Croaky the frog. He's a fierce little guy. Look at him. In pools they dwell, forms unrefined, ugly and odd, voices entwined, bellies swell with a raucous tune. In death they burst, an angry boom. Two frog-wise practiced in the marshes. The smaller frog was often bullied, yet the bigger one always stood up for him, and soon they forged a strong friendship. One day, amid a contest held by Ballard to appoint a sergeant among all the frogs, turmoil stirred and rippled through the ranks. Finally, the choice was narrowed down to the two, the brawny big frog and the quick-witted small frog. Though the other frogs were discontented, they dared not voice their dissent. The two were then assigned to guard the dwelling of Ballard. On their duty, a valuable amber glass was found broken. Unable to identify the culprit, all the frogs began clamoring for punishment against the two instead. The big frog attempted to reason with them, but got antagonized by their words and soon escalated the argument into a brawl. The frogs interpreted this as his reaction out of embarrassment, hence evidence of his guilt. The small frog, meanwhile, remained silent beside them. Seeing this, the big frog chided him for not speaking up in his defense, and even began to suspect the smaller companion. Hesitated for a while. The small frog then admitted to breaking the glass. However, the other toads dismissed his confession, arguing that one of them had committed premeditated vandalization while the other had neglected his duty, and both deserved punishment by death. The small frog grew anxious and could not help but engage in the argument. As their voice grew louder and louder, their bellies inflated larger and larger until some of them finally burst, spattering blood and flesh all over the place, leaving none unsoiled. Oh. They argued to death. What? What are you talking about? That's the one that wanted lessons. The wolf swordsman. Meager of wit, wrapped in white attire, in sludge they crawl, yet learn for hire. Bent to power, king's favor they seek, where even lowly fowls may peek. A white-robed wolf guai, patrolling the hills, seized a sword from a traveler, jewels studded in its scabbard, its blade sharp and bright. Coveting it, he strapped the sword to his side, reveling in its splendor. Yet when it was time to give tribute, he hid it away. The other guais chided. Without offering such treasures to the king, how will you earn his favor? Or do you fancy patrolling forever? The wolf guai scoffed. Such treasures we cherish. The king barely notices. You offer scrap metal and dream of favor? You are fools. They dismissed his words, seeing them as mere excuses to shirk his duty, while they toiled on. The wolf guai indulged in peaches and drank wherever he could lay hands on them, keeping the very best for himself. The others knew his punishment would come, and waited. One day, the Black-Wind King held a lecture on Buddhism in the mountains, speaking of enlightenment and revival. His guardians spread paper talismans, and all were commanded to consume them before the chanting and prayers. Hours later, the king inquired about their enlightenment. A pause fell. Then, the white-robed wolf guai stood, and there emerged others, one by one. The next day, a decree was issued to the guardians. The wolf guai was promoted to a minor captain. All the other guais, puzzled, whispered among themselves. How had the wolf guai not only escaped punishment, but found himself rewarded? And that's the first guy that was introduced in the narrative, essentially. The first cutscene shows him trying to eat the peach. Not that he's an individual, but just because there's supposed to be, like, stories of individuals that represent an entire, like, group of enemies. And I doubt that was the very specific one that had got a whole promotion and so on. Is this the one that... Yeah, this is the one that had the weird vision, so the soldiers only haven't done yet. Sun-swept hills they guard and tread, from glint of steel their daily bread, far flung from their native land. At nights, for home, their souls shall stand. Ever since the Black Bear Guai returned from Guangzhi and crowned himself king, he boasted of the arts he had learned. Tales of his newfound method of practice and power of revival allured many a Guai to Blackwind Mountain. Seeking a king's favor, these minions toiled with abandon. Among them, the Wolf Guai worked with tireless zeal. He rose before dawn, patrolled the mountains, and continued well into the night. All the treasures he found were laid at the king's feet. His life was one of labor, and yet without a moment to make friends, despite his dedication, his presence barely stirred a whisper among the others, and his name was seldom uttered. His brother, seeing such unacknowledged dedication, spent his savings for a seat in the king's lecture. The Wolf Guai sat there, heavy with regret for the silver he had squandered, both on the journey here and the seat at the lecture that could have been used to buy himself a shield or blade. Had I a new blade, he mused, glory could have been mine. As he pondered this, golden-clad guardians scattered paper talismans before him, commanded to consume them. They then chanted in meditation for hours until the king sought signs of enlightenment. The white-robed Wolf Guai stood first, claiming a fervor within and clarity of mind. We've heard of him before. The diligent Wolf Guai thought to himself, sweating fervently in a crowd is no marvel. Achieving clarity after chanting is no miracle. Just as he was lost in thought, the blue Ox Guai rose next, followed by the others. The diligent Wolf Guai stayed seated, unsure, until the king gestured for them all to sit down. Later, treasures were doled out. The Ox Guai received a golden pill, the white-robed Wolf Guai a title, but the diligent one kept his old shield and dull blade, patrolling the mountains still. Only from then on, he did it all under the white-robed one's whims, ever obedient. So he didn't stand out in any way, so he became a lackey to the other character. I guess it's not an especially surprising outcome. I don't know if it necessarily has the moral implications that these stories feel like they're often trying to have. Wolf Archer. A master archer none can compare. Timid when danger fills the air. Never brave when faced with fear. Escape his choice. He stays clear. The Black Wind King hosted a banquet in the temple to celebrate his birthday, and all the Yao Guais attended. During the feast, the king hung a lucky ornament from a tree branch, declaring that anyone who could shoot it would receive a rare, fortifying golden pill as the reward. The Yao Guais were eager to try, but the fierce wind hampered all their attempts. Among the guests was an old wolf known for his remarkable archery skills. He was cautious, unassuming, and kept to himself in a corner, nursing his drink. A few eager Yao Guais asked him to try, and though he declined, they persisted with their teasing until he reluctantly agreed. Slowly, the wizened old wolf stood up and moved to the position. Some youngsters laughed at him, deeming him incapable. Unperturbed, he calmly strung his bow, let loose an arrow, and struck the target dead center, causing a commotion among the crowd. The old wolf received the reward. The admiration followed suit as others toasted him. Starting to yawn from just reading so much because it messes my breathing patterns a bit. Among them was a youngster who commented on the bolus intoxicated. "How generous our king is," he remarked. "Far better than that Lingxuzi, who was good at making pills but never shared them with his underlings. What a tightwad." The youngster's words cast a shadow across the old wolf's face, and he silently took his leave. He had roamed the mountain with Lingxi long before our king's reign, yet you judged his deceased former master in front of him. Loyal as he is, you are in trouble now, warned an elder Guai. However, the young Guai shrugged off his warning. The next day, the old wolf returned the golden pill to the king, citing its value too high to possess by an archer. Hearing the news, the other Yao Guais urged the young one to apologize and seek forgiveness, but he remained defiant. Within a few days, while venturing outside, the youngster was killed by several arrows, each piercing his heart. Many said that even the golden pill couldn't save the youngster from his fate. Whoops. You pissed off the most dangerous character around. Okay, his face is kind of funny because it doesn't have like a snout. Like all of these other wolves that look like rats that look like foxes. Wolf Sentinel. With his axe as both weapon and cane, his brows bushy, his hair white as snow. Who claims the twilight years are in vain? For learning late can still make one grow. Long ago, the Wolf Sentinels were the personal guards of old Lingxuzi. They were masters of the long-hafted axe, and their name was spoken in awe among the Yaoguais. When the Black Wind King returned from Guanyin and rebuilt the garrison in the mountain, he took in many wolf guais who had wandered here from the Shinto Ridge. The angered wolf guais native to the Black Wind Mountain. This angered the wolf guais native to the Black Wind Mountain. To appease them, the Black Bear Guai pledged to revive old Lingxuzi. The old wolf guais had no choice but to endure in silence, yet mere days after the awakening the old wolf vanished, and no one had seen him since. Upon learning of this, the black bear did not look into the matter, but allowed a senior gray wolf guai from the kingdom of Shinto to take old Lingxuzi's seat and even his name. This roused the local wolf guais to fury and launched protest after protest. To their surprise, the wolf sentinels and the black bear guai's behest seized the lesser guais who led the unrest. The new Lingxuzi flew into a rage at these guais, threatening to devour them whole. They were spared this fate only by the timely arrival of Guangzhi, the Fireblade Wolf. Thereafter, under the new Lingxuzi's command, the wolf sentinels led every patrol of lesser guais on the mountain. Never did anyone ever dare rise against Lingxuzi again. Also, he's a giant, terrifying wolf, which does most of it, honestly. Don't defy the scary wolf. He's a big, scary wolf. That's scary. Oh, the borders of my health all look... Yeah, my screen looks all screwed up and damaged. And I can't heal it. Ugh. I should probably go take a rest real quick, just in case. Running seems to make my weapon glow. Actually, not totally sure which individual element might be involved with that. Am I forgetting an ability that does that? Oops. It's funny that they mentioned looking around when you kill the boss, because I think the item we're looking for is probably just straight ahead and unavoidable, because everything else around here doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. Oh, here it is. Probably. Celestial Jade Lotus Pill. A miraculous pill concocted by the god of longevity in the southernmost reaches of the land that massively increases maximum health. Massively. Okay. We just learned what the word massively means in this game, and it's not a lot. Jeez. It's really dark in here. Hearing the word massively, I thought it was gonna, like, double my health, because look how small that meter is. This all just wraps back around. Oh, new shrine. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know, I just vaguely got the idea we weren't about to get along. Oop. Weird path.
What should I do? I'm caught in a tight spot.
Friend or foe?
Noble blood doesn't prey on travelers like you.
Oh no, he's hot. Please don't fight me. And the perfect height, too.
You don't look like a Yaogwai from these parts. Have you come to earn the Black Wind King's favor? Hear me. That bear is but a hollow shell. He can grant you nothing. Don't waste your time on him. He lies about cheating death and even the treasures. His followers are, all of them, deceived. Blackwind Gwai is a sly one. He preaches virtue with a heart full of greed. Well, I wouldn't entrust him with my plea. I don't know why you are here, but you should be vigilant. Now, I'm pressed for time. Fare thee well, then.
The framing.
I don't know why you are here. Now.
Well, we have a friendly NPC. And he's a giant man. Hello? Can't interact or pray or anything? Oh, what's that? Ah. It's probably a fitting stopping point for today. Sort of like beat a level, essentially. Ta-da! Now, does that mean I'm level 15 now? 14. Still not quite there. I definitely do like the idea of doing more damage after each dodge. But I also feel like I should just probably just have this spin ability. More stamina is not a bad idea either, though. It's such a limiting thing. I should probably be getting a bit of this. It's not a big deal. We thankfully know that we can just respec whenever we feel like. So I'm gonna hold on to that knowledge. And take solace in that. Alright. Thanks for watching like always, guys. I'll see you next time. Haven't figured out the release schedule for this particular game on this channel yet. But if you want to hop onto the Patreon, there will be, in a few days probably, early access to more and more of the playthrough, like hours and hours of it, where you get to watch it potentially weeks or even months in advance, depending on how much of a backlog I get. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's the only reason I can do this full time, because YouTube does not pay that well, so that Patreon money, kind of important. So that's how you support the channel if you want to. So thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.